Hi, this is Fred, FR5ED here with a beer review. Today, going to taste Samuel Adams Whitewater IPA, brewed by the Boston Beer Company in Massachusetts, and the style is India Pale Ale. It is rated on Rate Beer at a 91 overall and an 80 in style. Kind of odd. Okay, anyway, that's after 494 reviews. On Beer Advocate, it's rated an 81. Which is good. The brothers only gave it a 75, which is average. And that's after 982 reviews. The commercial description says, Sam Adams Whitewater IPA. It's a wheat ale brewed with apricots and spices. I wish I hadn't read that. Or at least I wish I'd have read it before I bought it. I'm not into the flavors, but I'll be open-minded. I was thinking this was just a little bit of a twist on an IPA. It's a big twist in my book. Anyway. This hazy brew combines the crisp character of a white ale with the intense pine and citrus flavors of an India Pale Ale. So it's not truly an IPA. Oh well. We took the unique combination to a new level with the subtle addition. They misspelled subtle. They spelled it sublet. Subtle addition of apricots, which provide a slight sweetness to balance the bitterness of the hops. Cheers. Okay, you can tell I'm jaded and I have preconceptions going into this because I like my IPAs West Coast, piney, citrusy, melony, and right in your face, and this sounds like it's going to be kind of one of those blends. So let's give it a fair chance. Oh, by the way, it's 5.8% ABV. Let's give it a chance. It's hazy, look at that, and it's light colored, like more like a wheat beer than an IPA. Right, didn't get too much of a head out of that, but all right. Well, let's give it a try here. Appearance, as I said, it's a very golden straw colored, light honey colored, more of a wheat ale color than an IPA. Not much of a head on it. It is hazy, quite hazy. I smelled hops. And only because I know it's got apricots, and again, it could because my nose and my palate aren't that educated. Oh, I smell the apricots. It just and I bet as this warms up, because it's still a little cool for an ale, I bet as it warms up, those aromatics get more and more distinct and noticeable. But I did catch it that second sniff. The first smell actually was more hot, because I recognize hops. That is not an objectionable smell, because with, the hop aromas that I like, the pine, citrus, melon, pineapple, why not apricots? If that were an aroma of hops, I would embrace it. This will be interesting to see how that translates into what you taste. Yeah, definitely get the apricots, there's no doubt, but it mixes very nicely with the hop aroma, so I like the aroma. Now let's taste it. Give it a nice swish there. Not at all what I expected. It's very dry, okay, and definite hop bitterness. I didn't see what the IBUs were. Let me see if they're listed. I don't see any IBUs even estimated, so not sure, but it's got the bitterness of an IPA, no doubt. That's good. The malt is subdued. It's definitely a hop bitterness. It's very dry. And I think because it's dry, if it were sweeter, you might think it was the apricots doing that. But I'm not getting an overwhelming apricot flavor at all. They said there was apricots and any combination new level subtle apricot. Well, it just says apricots and spices. I don't find this objectionable. I really wanted to hate this because it's not an IPA based on their description. It's an adulterated IPA. But I don't get an. It's almost as if it's this dry, bitter, carbonated ale with not a lot of recognizable flavors. I don't really taste the apricot. I've smelled it, but I don't really taste it. And maybe it is because there's not as much flavor I'm used to, and just not as much flavor in general. It is more of a bitter wheat ale with some apricot essence. I don't know if you'd name it that, but you know, it's rather light-bodied, short finish except for the bitterness. Not objectionable. It's not something I would reach for again, not a whole six-pack of it. Maybe if I saw one, you know, had a hankering for it, I might. But it's interesting. I recommend trying it because there's obviously people out there who like it and are going to like it the first time they try it. Again, the aroma is nice, a little bit yeasty, weedy smelling. You know, when I taste bitterness, I'm expecting my familiar flavors of an IPA that I usually experience, and they're not there, so there's almost that little bit of a disappointment. But it's refreshing. It's unexpected. I kind of now wish the apricot flavor came through a little more. I don't quite taste it, but anyway, this is Sam Adams Whitewater IPA. Give it a try. This is Fred, FR5ED, over and out.